Hi, Molly. Good morning. I know it's good to see you too. I know. Can you go to your place? All right. Let's get into our seated position. You're going to come up here and sit. Come and sit. Come over here and sit. You sit? Good girl. Okay. All right. Let's close our eyes and start to settle in. Start to watch your breath flow in and out. Just notice the breath. Doesn't even have to be deep breaths at this point. Just notice your breath. Watch your breath as it comes in and out. Just see how this feels. Just notice what's happening. We slow everything down and we just try to watch our breath. So if you can relax your jaw, soften your temples. Take your shoulders up to your ears. Take the heads of the shoulders back and float them down. We'll continue to watch the breath as it comes in and out. Can you gently pull on your knees to help open the chest? Let's take our hands outside of our ears. Bring your fingers together. We're going to take a big breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our palms together. So our thumbs will come right between our eyebrows, right at your third eye. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your thumbs to your heart center. Let's do that again. Hands in behind your ears. Inhale. Exhale. Quiet your mind. Collect your thoughts. Inhale. Exhale. Offer your thoughts to your heart. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Quiet your mind. Inhale. And then we'll take those thoughts and offer them to our heart. Offering the mind to the heart. And then just take your hands onto your legs again. You can take your chin into your chest and take your shoulders down toward the floor. If you'd like to, you can lightly press your fingers onto the back of your head and maybe tuck your chin into your chest a little bit more. Starting to get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Release your hands if they're there. And then we're going to slowly take our chin up toward the sky. And then take your collarbones toward the floor. Shoulders just stay back and down, opening up the front of the neck. And then carefully bring your chin back parallel to the floor. Now let's look over our right shoulder. Keep the shoulders down and away. Keep breathing nice and slow. Just go where you can. Don't force it. Just take your chin just where it ends up. Don't try to force it any farther. And then bring your chin back to center. And let's look over the opposite shoulder. Whatever I said. It would be my right, or if I'm mirroring you, my left. I forgot what I started with. Inhale and exhale. And then bring your chin back to center. Sit up nice and tall. And we'll take our right ear back to our right shoulder, and let's take our head toward the front of our mat until our left ear and left shoulder meet. And then go in the opposite direction. Go back to the other side. And again, just go as slow as you'd like to go. Just notice how this feels in the neck. Just giving yourself a massage. And then the next time an ear and a shoulder meet, stay there. And we'll go backwards. So same thing, but you might want to go a little slower here. You might hit some tension, some tight places. This side definitely feels a little different. So you might even hear some noises. So pay attention to that. If you do, you might just let your head hang in that spot. Kind of breathe into it for a breath or two. So you can work it out. It might even surprise you. You didn't even know it was there until you tried to go from one side to the other. So just notice what's going on and pay attention and work out all those areas that seem a little tight or sore. And don't force anything, just be gentle, listen to your body. And then the next time an ear and a shoulder meet, stay there, and then bring your head up. Just sit here for a breath. And you can notice how all that feels. All right, we're gonna twist over to the right. So we're gonna take our left hand onto our right knee and our right hand behind us. We're gonna inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, grow your spine nice and long. And exhale, maybe you can twist a little bit deeper. And maybe look over toward the right shoulder again. Again, don't force it. It's a little bit harder when we add this twist. And then come on back to center. And let's twist over to the other side. So right hand come onto your left knee, left hand behind you. Bring it up nice and close to your spine. So it helps get the spine a little bit longer. Inhale, grow your spine long. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deep twist. Inhale, and exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Now switch your legs around. So bring the other foot in front. Probably you're less, you're probably not used to this position. You gotta go the way you're comfortable with regularly. So we're gonna twist over to the right again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Yeah, one more. And then back to center and over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Grow your spine long on your inhalation, and as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper, and then come back to center. And then let's switch our legs around again. This time we're going to find our strap. So we're just going to take the strap. You can fold it in half if it's long. We're going to reach our arms actually out in front first, and then we'll reach them up and over. So if you're already there, that's fine. All right, now we're just gonna pull to the right and pull to the left. Pull to the right, pull to the left. Now take your low belly in and up. And then bring the hands down slowly. All right, so let's do that again. Molly. All right, hands out in front and reach your arms up. This time we're gonna take them a little wider. And then we're gonna take the arms behind us. So go slow maybe for the first couple times. Just really get this expansion. And then bring it back up. And then just go at your own pace. So Jennifer, maybe you can make your strap a little bit longer. You can take your arms a little wider. You might be able to get, yeah. And just again, go back and forth. And then maybe if you want, you can do the figure 8. So the right hand will go behind and the left hand in front. Oh, now here's Lily. And then you can go on the opposite. Left hand behind, right hand in front. It's like a little parade right now of my pets. And then you can just, again, switch. Just whatever feels good at this point. Just kind of move around, just really loosening and lubricating your shoulders. All right, let's bring it back in front. And let's switch our legs around again. So now that might feel weird, but it's kind of good practice to switch it around a little bit. So let's take our, actually, let's do this first. Let's take our right ear to our right shoulder and walk our right hand over to the right. So we're going to focus on keeping the left hip down, and then we're going to take the left arm up and then over to the right. So focus on keeping the hip down. So you're getting this nice stretch through the side. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep the left shoulder over the right. So we're not leaning forward, the chest is open. Inhale and reach. One more breath, press down through the sit bone and then reach through the fingertips. And then come up. All right, we'll do that on the other side. So sit up nice and tall. Get kind of centered first, don't rush into it. And then we'll walk the left hand over. Left ear drops down toward the shoulder. And we're going to focus on keeping this right hip down. And then we'll take the right arm up and then over. Press away with your sit bone. Try to keep the right shoulder stacking over the left. And then come up. And switch your legs around. So sit up nice and tall. And now we're going to go back over. Our right ear is going to drop down toward our right shoulder. And if I didn't say this in the last version, but if you want to, you can always put your hand on a block if you feel like you're tipping over, but you should be okay. Then we're going to keep the right ear dropping toward the right shoulder. Then now we're going to take the left arm out to the left and then bring it maybe back and down toward the floor. So this is the target area right here in your upward trapezius. So you're trying to find that sweet spot. The left sit bone still stays down. We don't want it to pop up. We don't want to lean over. That's where if maybe you need a block, you feel like you're tipping over, that might help stay. So both sit bones are square on your floor, on your mat. Hold it here. Nice deep breaths. Getting into the tissue muscles. Then take your right hand onto your right ear and gently bring your head up. Notice how that feels. Just notice the left from the right. And we'll do that on the other side. Now left ear goes back to the left shoulder. We're going to walk our left hand out. Take the right hip down. Then we'll take the right arm out. And then back and down. And you're going to just move it around until you find that sweet spot. Send your breath over to that space, that area that might feel particularly tight or sore. Or not. Maybe this just feels really good. Just going deep into that muscle and the tissue. And then we'll take our left hand onto our ear and again, slowly come up. And again, notice how that feels. All right, let's take our strap again. And we're going to take the strap and take it over the right wrist. So just kind of drape it over the wrist, and then we'll take a hold of it like this. We're going to reach the arm up. We've done this many times. And then we're going to bend the elbow. We're going to help it along. You can take your left hand up and try to get it a little closer to your ear. It might want to pop out a little bit. We can even take the tricep toward the front of our mat. Try to get it as close to your ear as you can. And then we're going to take our left arm out. Thumb comes down. That'll help us reach around back and find your strap. And you don't have to clasp your fingers here. That's not what we're going for. If you're trying to do that and feel frustrated, it's fine just to hold on to your strap. We take the left shoulder down away from our ear and the right shoulder down away from our ear. Lift the chest. Take your low belly in and up. Nice deep breaths. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears. Try not to hunch up. See if you can open the chest. And then carefully remove it. And we'll switch sides. So take the strap around the left wrist. We're going to reach up. And then we adjust here. We're going to help it along. And you might notice one shoulder is a little bit more accessible. This pose feels better on one side than the other. We'll take the tricep, try to turn the tricep toward the front of your mat. We'll take the right arm out and back. Just find your strap. Don't worry so much about walking it up to find your fingers, or don't worry about how close your hands get to each other. Lift the chest. Take the low belly in and up. Shoulders down away from your ears. Big stretch here. Pulling up on the top and down on the bottom. Opening up the chest, the shoulders. And then let's remove the arm. Remove the strap. Put the strap aside. And just sit here and notice how that feels. All right, let's switch our legs around again. Just to help our hips too. And then at any other point, if your hips, we have been sitting for a long time, so you can always put some blocks or pillows underneath your hips like this too. That'll help. We're almost done. This is our last one seated. Then we're gonna make our way onto our mats. So let's take the arms out and reach them nice and long. Lift the chest. Reach through your fingertips. Really extend, draw your navel in and up. And then we're going to bring the arms in front, take our right elbow under our left. And you can either hold on to your opposite shoulders and stay here, or you can bring your backs of your hands together, or you can bring your palms somewhat together. You can even just hold on to the left thumb. We're still lifting the chest. We're still drawing the navel in and up. And we're going to press the elbows forward and up. So again, feeling this expansion across the back, the upper back. Low belly draws in and up. And then uncross. Sit here for a breath. Arms come out again. Reach, extend. And then we'll take the left under the right this time. Hold on to your shoulders. Or maybe bring your, do the opposite of what you just did. I think that was right, yeah. Bring that left under the right. Elbows up and back. Press the elbows up, forward, shoulders, draw back. And then uncross. Uh-oh. All right. So we're going to now make our way onto our hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees. Spread your fingers wide. Now, just push the floor away from you. Don't do anything else. Just keep your spine where it is. You can touch your tops of your feet onto your mat. Draw your navel in and up, and now try to pull your hands out toward the edges of your mat. But we're not really doing it. It's an isometric move. We're just trying to open up the chest, expand across the shoulders. And then exhale, take your tailbone toward your knees, push the floor away from you, look up at your belly button. Now inhale, turn your tailbone toward the ceiling. Broaden across your collarbones and then reach the crown of your head up, or you can just look down. Belly's just going to gently drop toward the mat. Exhale back to cat pose. Inhale to cow. And then flow through a couple times at your own, oh shoot. Did I lose everybody? Okay, here. My laptop just lost connection and it's still recording. Okay. So go ahead, flow through cat, cow. Couple more times. I'm going to see if I can get this back because I do like to be able to see you. And let's just do that one more cycle through. All right. So now from here, let's take our right arm. We're going to extend the right arm out in line with our ear. And just stay here for a few breaths. So really engage your left, especially the left upper arm, the tricep, the bicep. Draw your navel in and up. You're going to feel the abdominals start to work. You can still press down through the tops of your feet. You can even turn your toes under if you feel like you need a little balance. Reach through the right fingertips. And then we're going to extend the left leg out behind us. Toes can stay on the mat or lift your leg parallel to the floor. And the gaze is just down at your mat. Press through your left heel and reach through your right fingers. Nice long stretch here. Abdominals are firing. I'm sure you're feeling this. Anytime you need to, just take your toes back down. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press through your heel. Reach through your fingertips. And then place that hand and knee down. All right. Left arm's going to reach out this time. So again, notice what's going on with your right hand, your right arm. Really engage the upper arm so that just so the elbow doesn't buckle out. We want to keep the arm nice and strong. Then we'll extend the right leg. Toes can stay down or lift the leg parallel to the floor. Press through your right heel and through the left fingers. And use your breath. And then go ahead and bring your hands and knee back down onto your mat. We're going to turn around, have a seat lengthwise on your mat, and then make your way onto your back. Keep your strap nearby. We're going to lower all the way down. So once you're on your back, if you're used to putting your feet at a wall, you're welcome to do that. We're just going to take our feet together, flex the toes toward our shins, and then reach your arms overhead. Now, if this is hard on your shoulders, you can take your arms a little wider, or you're welcome to leave them on your belly. We're going to take a big inhale. And as we exhale, press through your heels. Reach through your fingertips. Take your low belly up towards your chin. Lift the chest. Inhale, let all that go. Exhale, press, reach. Keep the chest lifted. Low belly draws in and up. Inhale, release. Just let everything go. Exhale, press and reach. Full body stretch. Inhale, release. Exhale, press and reach. You can even hook your thumbs together if you'd like. Inhale, release. And then switch your grip. Exhale, press and reach. And then inhale, just let everything go. Bring your hands back down onto your belly. Just take a breath here. All right. So let's bring our feet together. And imagine that you have a rubber band around your two big toes. We're going to point the toes toward the edge of our mat and then flex the toes toward our shins. All right, so we're going to do that with our breath. So we're going to take a big inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to point and flex and point and flex. And you want your whole body to be moving on your exhalation. Inhale and stop. Exhale, point and flex. Kind of like they're flippers. We're flipping our feet, but we want the whole body. We're moving the whole body here. Inhale and stop. One more time. Exhale, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And then inhale and stop. All right, keep the toes pointing up. We still have that rubber band around the toes. And we're going to make circles on our ceiling, first going to the right and then going to the left. So breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to make circles to the right. Just on your exhalation. Same thing, our whole body's kind of moving. Inhale, stop. Exhale to the left. So really good for our ankles. We tend to neglect our feet and our ankles, but we're also getting into the whole body. Inhale, stop. Exhale to the right. Inhale and stop. and to the left. And stop. And one more time each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale and stop. And then again to the left. And inhale and stop. And just stay right there. All right. So let's keep the left leg long. We're going to hug the right knee up. Hug the right knee up. Extend through the left leg. Take your left hand onto your right knee, and we're going to take the knee over to the left. And extend your right arm out to the right. Now scoot your left shoulder up to bring your right shoulder down. We want the shoulders square, we want the chest lifted. Inhale, extend through the left leg. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. So you turn to take your right knee over toward the left. Doesn't matter if it doesn't get all the way over. We're just going into a deep twist here. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And then bring your knee up. We're going to extend that leg to the edge of our mat. All right, left knee's going to come up. Right hand on your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, knee comes over to the right. So again, scoot the right shoulder up to try to get the left shoulder down as best as you can. And the left arm can extend out. Inhale, press through the left heel. And as you exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Nice deep twist. Through the spine. Bring the knee up. And then extend that leg to the edge of your mat. All right, we're going to go one breath, one movement this time. So we're going to inhale the right knee up. Exhale and twist. Inhale the knee up. Exhale and extend. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring your knee up. Exhale, extend. One more each side. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale and twist. Inhale, bring your knee up. And exhale, release. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, deep twist. Inhale. And then exhale, release. And just stay here. All right, now we're going to take the right knee back up, clasp around the shin, extend through your left foot. So if you're at a wall, you're pressing your foot into the wall. If you're not at a wall, you're imagining that your foot's into a wall, right? So we're really pressing through that left foot. And then we're going to exhale, take our forehead toward our knee. Hug it in. Press through your left foot. So your left pinky toe is pointing up. We want an internal rotation of the left thigh. Hug it in. And then inhale, release. Other side. Hug the left knee up. We're going to clasp around the shin. The right leg goes into that imaginary wall. And then we're going to exhale, hug the knee and the forehead toward each other. Press through that right heel. Hug everything in. And then release. And we'll go with our breath. Exhale, right knee up, forehead to your knee. And if this does bother your neck, you don't have to bring the forehead up. Inhale, release. Exhale, left knee up. Inhale, release. Exhale, right knee comes up. Inhale and release. And exhale, left knee comes up. And inhale and release. And then just stay there. Okay, let's find our strap. So we're going to take the strap, we're going to take it around the right foot, the top, right at the top of the heel, and then extend the left leg back into that imaginary or real wall. Now we're going to have the right hand on the right side, left hand on the left, unless some of you are still liking to use your loop. I just didn't make one this morning. I do like the loop. We want to take the legs straight. So if you're trying to get your leg too close to your chest and your knees bending, take it away from your body a little bit more. And then we're going to lift the chest. So we're going to lock the shoulders down. Flex your foot and take the right thigh away from our chin. And then the belly button up toward your chin. And then just breathe here. Pull down on your strap and then press into your strap. Low belly draws in and up. Lift the chest. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Okay, now stay here. We're going to take both ends of the strap into our left hand. We're going to keep the heel over the right hip. So the right leg's going to stay in one line. We're just going to bring the strap over to the left. Now we're going to take our right thumb into our right hip crease. And we're going to press the right thigh away. So we're helping it along a little bit more. You can kind of see where we're going with that. We isometrically try to do that on the first time, and now we're going to help it along. And then the low belly draws up. So try to create some traction in the low back. And then you can always point and flex your foot if you'd like to. If you have any kind of sciatica issues, this is really helpful for that. I don't always say that to do this, but you're welcome to do this at any time. A lot of you guys already know that. Kind of feels nice even if you don't have sciatica. It feels nice in the ankle. All right, one more breath. And then let's release, and we're going to switch sides. So extend that leg. We're going to take the strap around the left foot. We'll start with right hand on the right, left hand on the left. We'll lock the shoulders down, lift the chest. Flex through both feet. So we're pressing our right foot into that imaginary wall. Chest stays lifted. Now we're isometrically, right? We're taking that left thigh bone away from our chin without the thumb there. We're going to put the thumb there next. See if we can try to just press that left thigh away from our chin and then take the low belly toward our chin. Pull down on the strap and then press into the strap, creating that resistance. You want to make sure you're feeling this in the hamstring. So again, if your knee's bending, you're not going to get into your hamstring. So go where you can to get that straight leg. All right, now we're going to take both ends of the strap into our right hand. The left heel is going to stay over the left hip, and we're going to take our left thumb into the left hip crease. Now we press that left thigh away. Both feet are flexed. And then if you want to, you can point and flex the left foot. Lock the right shoulder down. All right, let's take the strap off, extend that leg. We're going to switch sides again. So we're going to take the strap now around the right leg, right heel. Both ends of the strap are going to come back into the left hand. The right thumb is going to come back into the right hip crease. But this time we're going to take an inhale and exhale, take the right heel over your body, just over in line with your left shoulder. That left leg is still strong and active. We're pressing into that imaginary wall. And then we take the low belly up toward our chin and lift the chest. And you can even point and flex here if you'd like. We're pressing that right thigh bone away. Trying to create some traction in the low back. Lift the chest. And breathe. So you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit further along the IT band area, take an inhale And as you exhale, you can take your leg over to the left a little bit more. And just go where you can go here, because there's a lot of sensation, I'm sure, as you feel this, if you do this. A lot of sensation. That right hip's going to pop way up. Just go where you can go. You can always put a block underneath your left foot. Oh. You can even take your right arm out to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Use your core. Bring your leg up. And remove the strap. And we'll take that leg to the edge of our mat. Switch sides. Strap's going to come around the left heel. We're going to take both ends of the strap into our right hand. Extend your right leg long. Left thumb comes back into your left hip crease. Inhale. Exhale. Take your left heel in line with your right shoulder. Press that left thigh away. Draw your low belly up. Lift the chest. And again, if you want, you can point and flex. Lift the chest. Feel free to just stay right here, point and flex, press the leg away, just stay here. Or if you want to, inhale, exhale, take your leg over to the right. You can extend your left arm out. Going deeper into your IT, the outer edge of the leg. Right, getting into the glutes, even into your calf muscles. Lots of sensation here. Inhale, exhale, bring the leg back up, and remove your strap. All right, take that leg to the edge of your mat, and just stay here for a breath, and kind of notice how all that feels. Let's take the strap one more time around the right heel. We're going to take our heel back over the right hip. Actually, and if you have a blanket or a pillow or a block, you can put it on the outside of your right hip. Left hand is going to come onto your left hip bone. We're going to hold that left hip down. Left leg is pressing into that imaginary wall. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right leg out to the right. So the outer edge of your right foot is parallel to the floor. Pull that left hip down. Take your low belly up, lift your chest. Just try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Take your left pinky toe toward the sky. So we get the internal rotation of the left foot. Breathe here. This you're going to feel in the inner thigh, the adductors, the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your leg up. Remove the strap. Switch sides. If you've used a blanket or a block on that side, switch it over to the other. We're going to take the strap back around the left heel. Extend your right leg nice and long. Pinky toe points up. Both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right hand comes onto your right hip bone. Focus on keeping that down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your leg out to the left. And again, just go where you can go. Doesn't matter how far the leg is. That's why we have the strap, so we can really control it and support it. My foot ends into this credenza. This side, if I don't move my mat out far enough. It's kind of nice though, if you do have a wall here, you can, if your foot comes into a wall, you can kind of press into the wall. We extend that right leg nice and long. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lift the leg. And then we're going to remove the strap and just put the strap over to one side. All right, I'm going to get you in the next pose. And I don't know if Lola wants to go out or not, but I'm going to go see if that's what she wants. So let's get into the next pose. Bend your knees. She does like to go out and lie in the sun at 11 o'clock, so it's getting around that time. So we're going to slide the right foot over to the right. And we're going to let the right knee drop in toward the left foot. All right. Then, if you want to, you can take your left foot onto your right thigh. Check your alignment. Make sure your knee's in line with your shoulder. Stay here. Put a block underneath your right knee if you need to. If you want to add on, you can take your right arm overhead. I'm coming mine. Hold on. Take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. And stay here while I go let her get her sun. I'll be right back. Breathe. I'm not going very far. You're going to go get the sun time. Is it sun time? All right, look at your sun. She'll let me know when it's time to come in. They train us well. All right, couple more breaths. Animals are smarter than we are, though. She knows every day she has to get sun. She knows she needs her vitamin D. 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and then she's done. All right, let's switch sides. Come on out. Bring your knees up. And we'll set up for the other side. So we're going to slide the left foot over and let the left knee drop in toward the right foot. And then check in. Maybe you can take your right foot onto your thigh. The left hip will pop up. And we check our alignment. Left knee in line with our left shoulder. You can stay right here or you can add on. You can reach the left arm up overhead. Take hold of your wrist with your right hand. And breathe here. Keep your chest lifted. Nice deep breaths. And then come on back. Release your grip on your wrist. Uncross, bring your knees up. And we'll do external rotation. So now we'll drop the right knee over to the right and slide your right foot behind your left heel. And again, if this is a little intense, you can always put a block or a blanket underneath your right thigh. This might be enough for you, or you can take your left heel in front of your right shin. Kind of check in. How does that feel? Or maybe take your left foot onto your right thigh and let the left knee drop out. Hands can stay on your hips, or again, you can reach overhead. You can even take your arms wide. Take your low belly in and up and lift your chest. Breathe here. Nice deep breaths. One more breath. And then come on out. Bring your knees back up. We'll set up for the other side. Left knee will drop over to the left and tuck the left foot behind your right heel. If you use something under your leg or your hip, switch it over. Check in here. Maybe just stay right here. Take your right heel in front of your left shin, or your right foot onto your left thigh. Arms can come overhead. Lift the chest. And just notice how all this feels in your hips. All right. And then go ahead and uncross wherever you are. Bring your knees back up. Then hug your knees into your chest. And do whatever feels good right here. I feel good to just kind of hug them in or take them along. We're going to stretch them all out in a sec. All right, so let's make our way over to one side and come onto your hands and knees. Come all the way over on your hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists. Hips over your knees. Turn your toes under, and then we're going to lift into a modified down dog. So keep your knees bent. Wiggle your chest to your thighs. Look at your knees to keep your neck long. Now spread your fingers wide. Take your tailbone even higher. And then maybe straighten your legs a little bit more. Press through your right heel, bend through the left knee. And then switch. And just pedal your feet as you wish, as much as you want, or maybe even not. Just whatever feels good. This is a good way to stretch all that out. Oh. Now look towards your hands. Walk your feet and your hands toward each other. Take your hands on your hips and come all the way up. And then take Tadasana. Feet are hip distance. Root down through the soles of your feet. Take your kneecaps up towards your thighs. Take your thighs up towards your hips. Take your belly towards your chin. So really lifting up. Shoulders draw back and down. Lift the chest. Just take a breath here. All right, so let's from here take our feet wide. We're going to take our left toes out, right toes in. Arms extend out. So if you do have a block, we're going to take the block behind the front foot. Arms extend out. Lift the chest. Reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, and as you exhale, reach out over your front toes. And then we'll take our hand onto our block and our right hand onto our hip. Inhale, take your top shoulder toward the outside edge of your mat. So we want to get the top shoulder to stack over the bottom shoulder. Find your gaze. Maybe you're looking down at your foot, you're looking straight across the room, or maybe you can look up over your shoulder. And then from here, if you want, you can extend your right arm up. Take your right sit bone towards your back heel and the low belly up towards your chin. Now really press into your block and reach up through the fingertips. Use the right fingertips and your core to come up. You can take your block with you. Bring your feet parallel. And then we'll switch. So the right toes would turn out, left toes in, arms extend out. Strong legs, strong feet. Really root down through the soles of your feet. Inhale, exhale, reach. Left hand comes onto your hip, right hand on your block. Stack the left shoulder over the right. We want to take the right rib cage toward the left rib cage. And maybe extend your left arm up. Find your gaze. The right butt cheek, your right sit bone, draws back toward your left heel. And then you're pressing down into your block and reaching up. Big breath. And then slowly come all the way up. Bring your feet together and stay here in Tadasana. Take a breath. Okay, we're going to do that again. Step the feet apart. Turn the right toe, actually left toes out, right toes in. All right, this time we're going to bend into our front knee. So we're going to come into warrior two. Bend deeply into your front knee. So your front heel can intersect your back arch, or it can be over to the left a little bit more. All right, now from here, we're going to take our right hand back onto our hip, and we're just going to start with our elbow on our knee. So the block is there, we're going to use it next time. So right now we're starting with the elbow on the knee and extended side ankle. Pressing that knee over the ankle, the right knee over the ankle, and then pressing the knee so it tracks over the second and third toe. Right shoulder stacks over the left. And then maybe extend your right arm. Really extend through this right leg, rolling into the outer edge of your back foot. And the gaze again can be up towards your thumb, just maybe straight across, or down at your left foot. Get that, use the elbow to help get that knee tracking over the second or third toe. Inhale, exhale, let's come up. Toes and feet come in line with each other. We'll switch sides. So left toes are pointing out, right toes in and up. Bend into your front knee. Come into warrior two. Reach through your fingertips. The gaze can be over your front fingertips, just for a breath. And then we're going to extend out over, take the elbow onto our knee. We can start with our left hand on our hip. See if you can get that right knee to track over your second or third toe. Chest lifts. And then maybe extend your left arm up. This extended leg, this back leg is really strong. We're drawing the kneecap into the thigh. We're rolling into the outer edge of the foot. One more breath. Inhale. And as we exhale, come all the way up. Bring your feet in line with each other. And now we're going to go back the other direction. So this time, let's take the block and put it in front of your foot. And it can be, someone's at the door. Great. I'm hoping it's locked. All right, let's bend. We're going to come back into warrior two. Reach out over the fingertips. Extend out over the fingertips. This time we're going to extend out. We're going to take our hand on our block in front of our foot. So again, it can be high, medium, or low. I'll keep mine on high for right now. And you can do that too. You can kind of play around with it till you get into the pose. So what we want is, we want to press this left arm and the left knee in toward each other so the right shoulder stacks. Then we're going to take this right arm down and around. So now we're in extended side angle, pressing through the outer edge of the right foot, reaching through the right fingertips. And again, the gaze can now just be up at the inside of your arm or down at your foot. We're hugging this elbow and leg into each other. Back leg is really strong. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way up carefully. Bring your feet in line with each other. And switch sides. So bring the block over to the other side. Come into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to come forward, take our hand onto our block. We're going to start here. Check in here. We're going to hug the right knee and right shoulder in. And that actually helps accentuate that twist. We can really start to get that right rib cage twisting. Inhale, then we'll take the left arm down and around. Stacking the left shoulder over the right. Rooting that left foot into your mat, really stamping it into your mat as the right rib cage twists toward the left. Inhale. Oh dear. I knew that was going to happen. And let's take one more breath. Come all the way up. Bring your feet in line with each other. Step your feet together. And come to Tadasana. All right. Let's take a big inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale. Swan dive forward. Go back into downward facing dog. Stay there for a few breaths while I bring her in. Molly. All right, pedal your feet, maybe wiggle your hips. And then shift forward to plank. Take your shoulders over your wrist. Push the floor away from you. Feel free to place your knees down. Breathe here, broaden across the collarbones. Make sure everything's in one line if your knees are up. And then take your knees down. And let's have a seat. Let's take our right leg out. So the left foot's going to be in the inner thigh. And you can have a strap here. Take the strap around the right foot. We're just going to have it in front of us, though. We're not going to use it right now. It's just going to be there. And then we're going to twist over to the left, taking your left hand up. Just start taking your right hand onto your left knee. So we're kind of in a twist here. Now make sure this foot's flexed. And we're going to now lower our right shoulder toward our right thigh. The right elbow will come down into the inner thigh here. And your left hand can just come onto your side body for right now. So we're going to check in. We're starting to stretch right here. We're getting into the QL, the quadratus lumborum. So lots of options from here. You can just take your left hand up and behind your head and stay here. You can take a hold of your strap with your right hand and just help maybe lower your right shoulder to your right thigh. We're trying again to get that right rib cage toward the left. Or maybe you can extend your left hand and get a hold of your strap and maybe go a little bit deeper. Just kind of play around with it. That's why the strap is there. See what works for you. Target area is this left side body, and that's all that matters. If you're getting a nice stretch there, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how close your right shoulder gets to your thigh. It's a nice QL release. It's probably even a nice stress relief. You might be feeling some stress here. Releasing. Carefully come all the way up. Move the strap off. Then we're going to take this right foot behind us. So we have mermaid legs. Walk our hands over to the left and just go where you can. This right hip pops up a lot. Stay here. Maybe you can walk your hands a little bit further back, and then you can lower like you're doing a push-up. Then you're going to stretch the other side. So you're just lowering your chest toward the floor. Carefully come up. Back to center. And we're going to switch sides. So we'll extend the left leg out, right foot comes in. We'll start with our strap, just placing it and getting it ready. All right, now we're going to twist over to the right. So the left hand comes on your right knee. Inhale, exhale, we lower our left shoulder toward our left thigh, and then we take that left elbow on the inner thigh. We can start with our right hand on our low back, or maybe take the right hand behind your head. So this is already getting deep into this pose. You're going to start feeling this right here. You can take a hold of your strap with your left hand. Maybe just keep your hand here. Oh, this side's tighter than the other for me. And then if you want, you can extend your right hand up and over, take a hold of your strap. Dig that elbow into your inner thigh, the left elbow into your inner thigh to try to get the left rib cage to spin toward the right. Breathe here, let it release. It may feel a little tight the first couple breaths. Oh, sorry, this side's tight. Ay, ay, ay. Couple breaths. I need to do this more often. One more breath. Oh, yeah, come up. Did you guys feel that one? I felt that one. Okay. Let's, okay, it's getting late. Let's make our way down onto our backs. Hug your knees in. Take your right knee over your left and hug the knees in. If this feels easy, maybe reach down, find your ankles. You can kind of pull the ankles apart. Lift the chest. Then take your knees over to the left. Breathe here. And then uncross and switch sides. Take the left knee over the right, hug the knees up. And maybe take a hold of your ankles. Kind of pull the ankles away from each other. And even take the knees over to the right. Oh. Now this is that other muscle, right? We all know this. This is the piriformis. So you're probably feeling another stress release, especially the holidays. I'm sure we're all running around like crazy right now. So we tend to hold stress here in the hips. All right, let's uncross. We're going to work that muscle again. So now we'll take that right ankle over the left knee. Slide your right hand through, clasp around your left thigh. Draw your left knee towards your chin. You can even use your right elbow to press that right leg away. And then even take the legs over slightly to the left. Just kind of finding that sweet spot again, getting into that piriformis. Breathe. Oh. And then bring your knees up, uncross. And switch sides. Left ankle over the right knee, slide the left hand through, clasp around your right thigh, draw the right knee towards your chin. Maybe use that left elbow to press away, and then take your knee slightly over to the right again, just to kind of find a little bit of a deeper stretch there. And then bring the knees back, uncross. Take your arms out to the sides, hug your knees up. We're going to take the knees over to the left. And if you'd like, you can take your right leg over the left and add a cross-legged twist. Just a gentle twist right now. Bring your knees up, uncross. Take them over to the right. Maybe take your left over the right. And then bring your knees back up. Hug them in. Take your forehead to your knee. Give yourself a big hug. And then we'll find Shavasana. So pick your Shavasana, whatever you'd like to do. There's always options. You guys know that. I don't think anybody is new here today. So you can put the blanket underneath your knees. That's always a nice one to release any pain that you currently are dealing with. You've got active back pain right now. You could do this, just bend your knees and take the knees together, or you could place your feet up, your legs up onto your chair or your couch. Maybe even cover up with a blanket if it's cold in your house. And once you're settled in, you're going to take your legs up the wall. That's a good one. Once you're settled in, scan your body and just check to see if there's anything you might still be holding on to. Just send your breath there. And relax your fingers and your toes. And just let your entire body melt into the earth beneath you. Now ring the chimes 3 times when it's time to come out. You begin to awaken your body. Start to bring movement into your fingers and your toes. Deepen your breath. Reach your arms overhead. Get a big stretch. And then when you're ready, make your way over to one side. Stay there for a breath or two. And when you're ready, come on up to a comfortable seated position. Sit here with your eyes closed. Just notice how you feel since you got on your mat this morning. Let's take a few more breaths here. Take this time to be grateful for all the amazing things your body can do. I'm grateful for your healthy body. Take our hands to our heart center. We'll thank ourselves for taking care of our bodies, right? For all this great work that we're doing for our bodies, for our mind and our spirit as well. And I thank you so much for letting me guide you in your practice. Happy holidays. Namaste. Whatever holidays you're celebrating, enjoy, stay safe. I'm gonna come up here. You can unmute. I'm gonna stop recording. I think, how do I do that? There we go. All right.